Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It is Thursday, August 24th.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you had a wonderful week. And I stepped outside during our break, and right now it's not too bad. The sun's out, but it's not that hot yet.
Agreed. 100%. 79 degrees. Not too bad. Justin Horn.
Not bad for right now, but we know how this story goes, right? By the afternoon, it's going to be sweltering hot. We had a couple days here where we were below 100, but that has come to an end. I think by this afternoon, we are going to be above that mark. I want to pass along the pollen count first off and let you know that molds are still high, 9,870, but they're down a little bit from yesterday's extreme number, 16,000. So if molds are something that bother you, they're on their way down, but still in the high category today. Our forecast does take us above 100 by 5 p.m., 101 forecast high. Heat index is going to be somewhere around 103, 104. So a little warmer than yesterday. Southeasterly winds 5 to 10. And we'll see mostly sunny skies. You know, we got some football games tonight. It's going to be a little toasty for that. So let's go outside for you and take a look at the weather headlines. Can we do it? Will we hit the most 100-degree days in a year? I think we will. Not a record we'd love to hit, but it looks like we're going to over the weekend. And I mentioned football. It's going to be hot tonight if you are going out to some of the high school football games that get kicked off tonight. We could see a couple of storms tomorrow, too, so that's something we'll pay close attention to, obviously, with football games going on. And then Tuesday, this may be our day for rain. A weak frontal boundary comes in, and that should kick up some rain showers. We're going to take a look at that forecast. Plus, we've got the drought monitor, too, and some active tropical weather. So we'll have all of that for you here in just a couple of minutes. Guys.
Thank you, Justin. A quick check of the roads with TransGuide. At these cameras, things are looking okay at I-10 at Hackberry, and they look fine over there at I-35 at Loop 410.
But traffic problems in the area of 410 and W.W. White on the southeast side. This is a video from just a couple hours ago.
A sergeant on the scene there said a bicyclist was hit by a vehicle on South W.W. White near Loop 410. Another person called police saying that driver hit the bicyclist and kept going. That man was taken to BAMC with serious injuries.
Officers found his bike about 200 yards from where the crash happened. At last check, the access road of the W.W. White exit ramp were closed. Both were closed on the southbound side of Loop 410.
City's final town hall to discuss its fiscal year 2024 proposed budget is this evening. So that's going to be at 6:30 p.m. at the Second Baptist Church Community Center on East Commerce, south of the AT&T Center in the gym. This will be your last chance to ask any questions about the proposed budget as city staff share some of the things they're focusing on. So City Council will vote on the budget on September 14th.
It is time to get you caught up on some other headlines today.
Here's today's 9 at 9.
This afternoon, former President Donald Trump is expected to surrender to Fulton County authorities in the Georgia election interference case. Many of his 18 co-defendants have already reported to the Fulton County Jail to be arrested and booked. The rest have until noon Eastern Time tomorrow to surrender, or arrest warrants will be filed.
Last night's Republican presidential debate was not the debate most people expected. At the end of the night, the three candidates with the most speaking time were former Vice President Mike Pence, 38-year-old entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, and former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who is second in the polls, was not the center of attention. Frontrunner Donald Trump, who skipped the debate, tried to counter-program it by appearing in a pre-recorded interview with former Fox News host Tucker Carlson.
Only 8% of the total area impacted by the wildfires on Maui remain to be searched, but authorities say over 1,000 people are still missing. The governor of Hawaii says thousands of residents impacted by the wildfires are currently staying in hotels, and hundreds are in Airbnb locations. The death toll is over 100.
The U.S. labor market is still hot despite a downward revision over the past year ending in March. The Bureau of Labor Statistics released new federal data from its annual benchmark review of payroll data. It showed U.S. job growth was weaker than previously projected estimates by about 306,000 jobs.
Technology and real estate adding rocket fuel to the stock trading yesterday. The Nasdaq closed up 1.6%. The S&P had its best day since June, gaining 1.1%. The Dow added 0.5%. Demand for homes pushing up real estate stocks, and excitement over AI helped push tech stocks.
New rules approved at the SEC aimed at private equity and hedge funds. They include new restrictions on special deals for large investors and will require private funds to provide quarterly financial statements. Some industry groups are hinting they may challenge the rules in court.
A bit of a rough ride for exercise equipment maker Peloton. The company says subscribers to its fitness programs dropped by about 29,000. And a recall focused on its exercise bike seats cut into profits. Shares of Peloton have plunged 23%.
YouTube coming under fire. Child protection groups are demanding an investigation, saying YouTube is targeting children in its ads. After promising it would stop, the company could face billions in fines if government regulators decide it's violating child privacy. A YouTube spokesperson said the watchdog groups have a, quote, fundamental misunderstanding of how advertising works.
Google TV is expanding its free live TV lineup, providing users with another 25 channels. The new free channels, including YouTube's NFL Sunday Ticket, along with existing channels Google added earlier this year, including ABC. And that's today's 9 at 9. In your other morning headlines, for the first time since being released, we're hearing from the nurse who was held captive by a Haitian gang.
Plus, another country is now on the moon, and AI speaking for a woman who couldn't speak for 18 years. David Sears is here with all of the morning headlines.
This story is mind-boggling.
Fascinating. You know, there's some controversy about AI. Some people are a little leery about it. And then there's other people that think it's the greatest thing in the world.
Well, there's apparently some good that's going to come of it.
This one is.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that in just a second. But first, let's start with this. Here's our first look at Alex Dornsville. She is a free woman along with her daughter. They were kidnapped in Haiti last month by a notorious gang. The two were held for a couple of weeks before they were freed. Alex is a nurse, and she was in Haiti working for a nonprofit out of New Hampshire. Her kidnappers demanded a ransom. Don't know if it was paid or not, but we do know Alex does not hold anything against the gang that took her captive.
I want you to know that I hold no grudges against you in my heart. That doesn't mean that I agree with what you are doing, especially what you are doing against your own Haitian brothers and sisters. Despite what happened to me, my love for you all, my love for Haiti has not changed or gone away.
Pretty forgiving woman there. Dorsenville says she still has some healing to do, or she would be already back at work. You are watching a first. You are on board a lunar module from India, landing on the surface of the moon. India, now a member of a pretty exclusive club. They are only the fourth nation to put a ship on the moon, joining the U.S., the former Soviet Union, and China. That is one historic moment. Another, where that lunar ship actually landed. It sat down closer to the south pole of the moon than any other spaceship in history. What makes that even more impressive, scientists think that that region of the moon has water ice deposits. They can be converted into rocket fuel or drinking water for future manned missions. And then there is this. More than 8 million people watched the live stream of the ship's soft landing. The country's prime minister to NASA, all pretty impressed.
When we see such historic moments with our own eyes, it makes us very proud. This is the dawn of new India.
They've done very well. They have their own plans in the next few years to fly their own astronauts into space. They've developed advanced rockets and cryogenic engines, so they're doing quite well.
And there's a land rover on the moon as well. It should last about 2 weeks. All right, now meet Ann Johnson. She is what you would call a technical miracle. When she was 30, she was playing volleyball with her kids, had a stroke, paralyzed her, and took away her ability to talk. So she has had to use a letter board to communicate. But 18 years later, she just got her voice back thanks to artificial intelligence. Researchers and doctors from the University of California, San Francisco, and UC Berkeley figured out how to take Ann's brain signals, turn them into words along with movements and facial expressions. They were also able to use her voice from her past, and now she can talk again.
I was thinking about running to the store.
What time will you be home?
It was an emotional moment to hear her voice again, that we used a clip from her wedding video to kind of restore her voice the way it sounded. We decode Ann's brain signals using new AI algorithms, and they're essential to being able to do this work.
So now that's the fascinating part about AI right there. They took her voice from her wedding, which you got to figure was, 20 years ago, probably? Yeah. And they used it, and now that's her wedding voice 18 years later after her stroke. You hear talking. That's just fascinating.
It's a whole new world,
and
those are some promising applications of AI. Kind of renews our faith a little bit in technology.
Yeah.
The medical side is what's fascinating about this.
Right.
What they can do with medicine and how they can improve people's lives like that.
Yeah.
That's just.
First time I heard this story, the first thing I wanted to say is, what did she say to her husband after all these years?
When are you going to come back?
Yeah.
When are you coming home?
That's right.
She didn't say pick up some milk and bread. She just said, when are you
going to come back?
So that's fascinating. Absolutely.
Thank you, David.
All right.
9:08, 80 degrees coming up on GMSA at 9.
SAW says rule breakers aren't helping this summer when it comes to pipe leaks and main breaks. We're going to explain why the utility company says water wasters are stressing the system.
The San Antonio water system dealing with an influx of water main breaks around the city, including 2 major ones we've reported on in the last week or so.
The extreme heat is partly to blame, but as John Paul Barajas reports, SAW says it's also customers' fault.
I've already seen quite a few this morning just on the way to work. So I'm teaching lessons throughout the neighborhood, and I ran across 3 of them.
Right now, you can find a water main break or leak just about anywhere in San Antonio. 754 breaks and leaks have been reported to the San Antonio water system so far this month, well above the 729 in July. Now, SAWS expects to hit 965 breaks and leaks for all of August.
Having up to nearly 1,000 main breaks in 1 month is an astounding number, but it doesn't shock us given the conditions that we are seeing.
Those conditions include a severe drought and record-breaking heat. But Karen Guz with SAWS tells us there's more to the problem.
A new thing we are seeing is some people really not getting on board with the rules despite such strong enforcement.
SAWS is concerned about customers ignoring Stage 2 water restrictions and watering their lawns with an irrigation system more than once a week. Guz says the impact is adding up.
You have a pipe that's already under stress from soils that are shifting. And then when you start pushing a lot of water at high velocity through that, you have more vibration and more stress on the pipe. It's not all straight, too.
According to Guz, SAWS has issued 6,000 citations for water waste so far this year.
There's a lot of homes that have very pretty yards right now.
SAWS plans to continue to patrol neighborhoods and gated communities.
Every time you run an irrigation system, it's about 2,000 gallons at a home. And so if you do it 4 times a week instead of once, it adds up really fast.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
So customers have found that overwatering or watering on the wrong days, they can face a $150 municipal court citation.
However, SAWS is also looking into new enforcement possibilities that could motivate people to follow the rules.
Let's look out there with live cam. Like Justin and I were saying earlier, it's not too bad yet. The sun's out, but just 81 degrees.
So I figured this out, guys. If you roll the windows down, you blast your AC, you can pretend it's fall pretty easily, but you have to have the AC on full blast.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the car.
In the car.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I haven't tried that yet, but I might.
Try it.
I might, because we're going right back into summer.
And please do it out here in front of KSAT so we can stare as you drive by.
Okay.
With loud music.
Okay.
Yeah. Complete picture.
Turn up the 80s music. That's,
Oh, okay. Lots of information in there.
That's right. Let's start with the drought monitor. And what you'll notice here is that big, fat maroon blob over Texas, that is where the drought is at its worst. You're probably saying, hold on, we got rain 2 days ago. Why is this happening? Well, this does not take that into account. So the drought monitor comes through early on Tuesday, but it does not include the rain that we got. So this may change a little bit once we get to the next week, next Thursday, when it comes out again. But for now, it does show the situation that we're in, and that is the exceptional drought growing, including all of Bexar County now, all of Bandera, mostly all of Bandera County, Kerr County, up towards Kendall County, which has been within this exceptional drought for an extended period of time, Comal County, Guadalupe County. And so the drought is really starting to expand some. Now, again, once we add the rain in, we'll look at it next week, and we'll see if this change at all. It's not going to change a lot because that was not drought-busting rain. I mean, it was good rain, but it wasn't enough. And as we look at the month of August, we had been at 100 every single day until finally on Tuesday, we were below average. We got back up above average yesterday, but not quite to 100, 98. We are now 5.4 degrees above average, still one of the hottest Augusts on record if it were to end today. And the number of 100-degree days, well, we're at 56, and I think that we're going to get above that mark today. We're forecasting 101. Mostly sunny this afternoon. Southeasterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. So that would make it 57 100-degree days, putting us in a tie for third place with 2011. But we are expecting triple digits over the weekend. So I think we're going to jump to this top spot. I think we could take the top spot. That was last set back in 2009. We'll jump above last year as well. So this is going to be a summer for the record books. There's just no two ways around it. 81 right now. Heat index is 87. West-northwesterly winds at about 7 miles per hour. Dew point trend today. Very humid this morning. Dew point does fall off a little bit during the afternoon. Still somewhat humid, though. We're still going to look at a heat index. This is what it will feel like around 5 o'clock today. Again, our high temperature is 101. It'll feel like 103. Your heat index will jump up even higher as you go east, where the humidity will be thicker. Seguin, New Braunfels, you can see heat indices 106 to 107. What about football tonight? We've got high school football. How exciting is that? I've been waiting to push this graphic out for a long time. We'll warn you, though, if you're going to the games, kickoff 99 degrees, halftime 93. That sunset's not till 8:03, so it will be very hot. Hopefully you find some shade if you're heading into some of those games. Okay, so as far as rain goes, we're not expecting any today, but as we get into tomorrow, we could see a couple of showers or storms pop up by the afternoon. So we're fast forwarding to 5 o'clock tomorrow. It does show a couple of isolated showers or storms. We'll watch for that. Obviously, with football games going on tomorrow night, too, we don't want any interruptions. I don't think it will be a big deal, but we do have a 20% chance of rain in the forecast for Friday. Now let's look long term. As our high scoots west, this is good, over the weekend. It will still be hot. I don't think we see much Saturday, Sunday. But as we get into Monday, weak frontal boundaries tries to slip into central Texas. That could create a few showers to our north on Monday. Then as it slides a little bit further south by Tuesday, we up rain chances. This is not going to be a cold front that cools us down a lot. It'll cool us down a little, but not a lot. But it may create some showers and storms, and that really is the good news. So here it is laid out for you. 103 tomorrow, 103 Saturday, 103 Sunday, small rain chances. By Monday, 104, I think it could be our hottest day right out ahead of that front. And then a 30% chance of showers and storms, a 30% chance of showers and storms Tuesday, and we cool down just a little, 98 and maybe 97 on Wednesday.
98 sounds good after a triple-digit weekend.
It is a start, and the fact that we're starting to see some of these fronts get a little bit closer, it's encouraging.
September, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll work on our pretend fall.
Okay.
In car and out of car. 919, 81 degrees.
And the Uvalde Coyotes are getting ready for the KSAT Pigskin Classic. And this season, a new player will continue their tradition of having the honor of wearing the number 21 on their back.
The number means everything here, so the community looks to it, and then it's just good to go out on the field and then know you're standing for something more than just a football game. You're representing something.
Our sports producer caught up with this young man as well as a member of the ABC News crew who covered the team all season. He's going to share more about what this honor means to the Uvalde senior and why he was the right player to wear this number.
923. You may remember last year the Uvalde Coyotes decided to designate one player to wear the number 21 jersey to represent the 21 lives lost at Robb Elementary School.
And this is something they plan to do every year. So last season it was Justin Rendon. This year it will be a different senior named Caden Smith.
KSAT 12 sports producer Daniel Villanueva caught up with the Coyotes over the summer, as well as a member of the ABC News crew covering the team all season, to get a preview of who the new 21 is.
It was pretty cool to be voted by the rest of the team and to be chosen like that. And then obviously Justin did a really good job last year. And so I'm just excited to kind of carry it on and then pass it on next year to someone else and keep the tradition going.
Caden Smith is a fourth generation Uvalde Coyote, right? He has a family that's steeped in the tradition of Uvalde and the Coyote football team. You will see his dad everywhere Caden goes, to celebrate him.
Caden Smith, he's a good guy. He tries his hardest in everything we do.
He's always been a leader. We all knew he was the chosen 21 before we even voted. He's real liable, and he's in on everybody. We're in the weight room and someone's not doing what they're supposed to do, he'll get on them.
So the day we chose captains, he called the 4 who were voted into his office, and then he sent them all out, and he stayed to talk to me for a little bit and just told me, obviously Justin did a great job. He talked about that, and he said now it's my turn to kind of keep the tradition going, and said it's not just being a football player anymore, it's standing for something more and representing the community.
He definitely has all the characteristics they're looking for to represent this team, and he understands the magnitude of it and the responsibility of it, and it's heavy, right? That jersey's heavy.
The number means everything here, so the community looks to it, and then it's just good to go out on the field and then know you're standing for something more than just a football game. You're representing something.
And what kind of reaction did you get from your family?
Dad cried, Mom cried, everyone was happy, everyone was excited. I mean, it's been a lot of work. I've been here for my entire life, so I've grown up here. My dad's a native here, so everything that my mom works at the Resiliency Center, she helps the family, so everything that happened, it affected my family a lot. And then so when I was chosen, it just made them really happy. It was a good opportunity and a good experience.
What do you think it'll be like the first time you come out there wearing the jersey and knowing what you represent?
I think it'll be surreal. I think it's going to be more than just going out there to play a game. It's going to be going out there to represent somebody and 21 different people.
And the guy asking questions there is KSAT sports producer Daniel Villanueva. Now there will be a sports special coming out soon on the 2022 Uvalde football team.
That will debut sometime this college football season. Once we have an air date, we'll make sure to share it with you.
One thing we can tell you for sure, Uvalde is a part of this year's KSAT Pigskin Classic. They'll be the second game on Saturday in our triple header playing Jefferson. You can see the full schedule of games there on your screen. All kicks off tomorrow night.
If you still need to get your tickets, take out your phone and scan this QR code. It will take you directly to our website where you can do that.
And if you can't make it out to the KSAT Pigskin Classic, all 4 games will be broadcast live right here on KSAT 12. However, that does mean some ABC programs will not be shown at their scheduled times.
So here's how you can watch those ABC programs. On Friday night, Will Trent will be re-aired at 2 a.m. on Monday, and 2020 will be re-aired at 2 a.m. on Saturday.
On Saturday, the Little League World Series International Championship can be watched on MeTV at 11:30 in the morning. The Little League World Series U.S. Championship can be watched on MeTV at 2:30 p.m. And the 2023 Cricket Kickoff Challenge can be watched on MeTV at 6:30 p.m.
And just a reminder that cable subscribers can watch all of these programs live at abc.com/watch-live. To see all this information and more, we have a web story on our website at ksat.com.
927, 82 degrees. There's a lot more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Including a closer look at an oasis for San Antonio seniors trying to escape the summer heat. They're finding refuge and building bonds at the same time. Our Jesse Delgado has that story in our next half hour.
And there's word that former President Donald Trump is shaking up his legal team again. We'll tell you who's in and who's out before Trump surrenders to authorities in Georgia later today.
A quick check of the roads with TransGuide looking over. This is what we were looking at earlier. This is a closure on the southeast side after a bicyclist was hit by a vehicle on South WW near Loop 410. But it should be opening soon. The crash happened around 7 this morning, and police are still gathering evidence from that scene. At last check, the access road and the WWY exit ramp were closed on the southbound side of 410.
A sergeant said someone called police saying the driver hit the bicyclist and kept going. The man was taken to BAMC with serious injuries. Officers found his bike about 200 yards from where the incident happened. Well, back to the big story of the day. Former President Donald Trump shaking up his legal team hours before he is set to surrender in Fulton County, Georgia.
Lead attorney Drew Feinling being replaced by Stephen Sato. Sato is an Atlanta-based attorney described as a, quote, special counsel for white-collar and high-profile defense, end quote.
In a statement, he said Trump is innocent, added that he looks forward to the case being dismissed or Trump being found not guilty. And a source says the legal team change-up is not about Feinling's performance.
Trump is expected to surrender this afternoon. Many of the 18 co-defendants have already reported to the Fulton County Jail to be arrested and booked. including his former lawyer, Rudy Giuliani.
ABC's Justin Finch is outside the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta with the latest.
Good morning. And former President Donald Trump appearing ready to be processed, posting on his social media page that he will proudly be arrested here in Georgia. And the Fulton County Sheriff's Office says it will be ready as well. This morning, the 45th President of the United States is set to turn himself in to Georgia's Fulton County Jail. Days before his surrender, Donald Trump sat for an interview with former Fox primetime host Tucker Carlson, telling Carlson his legal troubles are only boosting his voter support, and slamming Fulton County's top prosecutor Fani Willis, who handed Trump his 4th criminal indictment this year. Trump and his 18 co-defendants now face a Friday deadline to surrender on charges of racketeering and conspiracy in an alleged effort to overturn Trump's 2020 Georgia election defeat. A number of them have already been booked, including former Trump attorneys Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, and Rudy Giuliani. Meanwhile, Trump's former White House chief of staff, Mark Meadows, now determining his next move after a federal judge ruled Meadows still needed to present himself for booking by noon on Friday. The judge has not yet ruled on his request to move his case into federal court. And the Fulton County DA really holding firm on that noon Friday surrender deadline, warning all co-defendants who have not shown by that time that she is filing arrest warrants. Justin Finch, ABC News, Atlanta.
Let's look out there with live cam. I know things will heat up again, and I will be using my umbrella, but not for the rain.
For the heat.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people doing that lately. It is useful. The sun will beat down on you during the afternoons, especially with skies like that. We've got no cloud cover at the moment. I want to show you a picture on KSAT Connect. This is from Canyon Lake, and we know Canyon Lake is struggling, right? So we're very close to an all-time low there at Canyon Lake, but this is still a beautiful shot. Love the clouds, love the colors. And yes, we will see the lake rise again. We did get a little bit of rain, obviously, Tuesday, and then hopefully with some more rain down the line, we'll see it make a comeback. But it has been a rough summer. As we go outside for you right now, 81 degrees at the airport, feels like 87, so that humidity is making a big difference, at least this morning. Seguin, 81, feels like 87. Kerrville, 78, feels like 80. And we've got a light north-northwesterly wind at the moment. Here's a look at the forecast heat index today. Here in San Antonio, we think it'll be around 103. This is the feels like number, but you go north and east of there, north and east of us, and you're looking at big numbers. 110 is what it will feel like in Dallas today, 111 in Shreveport. Some more heat advisories, excessive heat warnings have been issued to our north and east. And Texas is going to see another day in which the grid is going to be challenged a little bit. So CPS Energy is asking you to conserve energy between 3 and 8 p.m. It's another yellow day. You can scan that QR code for more information, but there's several things you can do there. And hopefully, eventually, we can stop talking about needing to conserve energy once temperatures cool down a little bit. And there's a small cool down next week. More on that in just a bit. Guys.
Top stories this morning. Authorities in Atascosa County are still investigating the motive behind 2 murders, one in Jourdanton, one in Pleasanton, but early signs show they may have been drug related. They have made an arrest in the case. Yesterday, investigators released this shot from surveillance video showing a home on Elm Street in Jourdanton. Investigators say it shows the alleged shooter, 21-year-old Samuel Ponce, standing over 23-year-old Jorge Erosa right before the shooting. The second shooting was 30 minutes later, less than 6 miles away on Mansfield Street in Pleasanton. 18-year-old Ross Cruz Jr. was found with multiple gunshot wounds. Police had Ponce as a person of interest.
Our officers were able to do a traffic stop on him, and he was arrested for drug charges and weapons charges that he had on him.
Ponce was taken to jail where he was charged with 2 counts of murder.
A sheriff's office investigates 2 sergeants for not disclosing sexual relationships with subordinate deputies, but only one of them gets fired. Last month, KSAT Investigates revealed that Comal County Sheriff's Sergeant Kelly Metz, pictured here at an unrelated sheriff's event, was terminated after her relationship came to light. Now, Sergeant Brett Smith, meanwhile, was demoted but allowed to keep his job after Internal Affairs learned he had a sexual relationship with a deputy he supervised at the courthouse. While Smith and the woman did not engage in sexual misconduct while on duty, a half dozen deputies told investigators the pair did not hide their relationship.
He reaches over and he gets his hands in her hair.
An employment attorney points out how the two cases are different and why Metz likely doesn't have a strong claim for wrongful termination should she take her employer to court. You can watch this full story right now on our website at KSAT.com.
Whenever there's a heat advisory in effect, CPS Energy says its policy is to stop disconnects for late payments. That's especially important for seniors on fixed incomes having to pay higher energy bills. Our Jessa DeGollado says many of them are doing what they can to reduce their usage, even if it means leaving the house.
We've shown you how many seniors struggle to keep their homes cool. For some, it could be a matter of life and death. Thankfully, this woman now has an air conditioner that actually works.
But last year wasn't as hot like this year.
And thankfully for these women, they have an oasis, the District 5 Senior Center.
It's been a blessing, it really has.
A blessing for Alma McRae and the others who, like her, would much rather be here enjoying the company and the free air conditioning.
We wanted them to be able to come in for the activities, and now we're finding they're coming in because of the heat.
Maria Perez's last energy bill, she says, was $200 for using her only window unit.
Sometimes I do get assistance, but will it be enough? I looked at the bill and I'm like, oh, please don't let it be over 100. And it wasn't, thank goodness.
San Antonio may have broken its streak of triple-digit temperatures for now, but it's still going to be hot. Yet thanks to COVID relief funds, the city's 11 senior centers now have extended hours. Anyone 60 or older is welcome from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday. CPS Energy also has options for seniors, like taking longer to pay, a late fee waiver, and possibly a discount. For information, call CPS Energy or go to its website, cpsenergy.com/assistance.
Maybe I'll apply for it. I'll have to try it.
Jesse Degollado, KSAT 12 News.
And millions of people rely on food assistance daily, but you can help tackle food insecurity in the San Antonio area by donating to the San Antonio Food Bank during our KSAT Community Food Drive at the KSAT Pigskin Classic. Inflation, high utility bills, and the end of emergency SNAP benefits have individuals and families in our community turning to local food banks for help. So at the KSAT Pigskin Classic, you can step up and help out.
Everyone that attends the event has an opportunity to help fight hunger here locally by either bringing a non-perishable food item. If you don't bring it, you can make a financial contribution at the game. Every dollar is equal to 10 pounds of food. Now, we'll have volunteers and red barrels up.
And like Eric Cooper said, donating is pretty simple when you head to the games. Just bring that non-perishable food item to any of the KSAT Pigskin Classic football games. You can drop them into a donation bin that will be located at the entry point of the Alamo Dome. And you can find the full list of the items the food bank says that they need the most on our website at KSAT.com. But you can also donate online by scanning this QR code on your screen right now. Even just $1 can provide 7 meals.
940, 83 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
A longtime San Antonio coach and educator will have the honor of doing the coin toss before the Uvalde and Jefferson game at the KSAT Pigskin Classic on Saturday. But he's having trouble trying to decide who to root for. When we come back, RJ Marcus will explain his ties to both high schools.
It's always a great day to go to the San Antonio Zoo. Let's check out Flamingo Cam and see how things are looking out there right now. It's a beautiful morning at our zoo, and we'll be right back. One of our games in this weekend's KSAT Pigskin Classic is offering a difficult choice for one coach. Who should he cheer for?
Longtime San Antonio coach and educator Daryl Hemphill will be doing the coin toss before the Uvalde and Jefferson game on Saturday. And as RJ Marcus explains, he has a tough decision to make when it comes to choosing who to root for. He has special connections to both schools.
Nothing ever prepares you. Sometimes you gotta just be ready to help.
And that's exactly what Coach Daryl Hemphill did when he was asked to help Uvalde in the days and months after the shooting.
I went down to Uvalde a couple days in May after the shooting, and it changed me. I mean, until you put your feet in somebody else's shoes, it's just a whole different perspective.
Coach Hemp, as he's known, went back in December and took over as principal at Morales Junior High in Uvalde without knowing anyone there.
It was a humbling, rewarding experience. 6 months of going down there and building relationships, establishing trust, getting kids to believe in education again, making teachers believe that they're important.
He used his background as a former NFL player and high school coach to help bring the school together.
I got to know everybody in that school, and I told them every day, you're important. Your value here is great.
Serving as principal was another first in a long line of them for Coach Hemp. He was the first black quarterback at Jefferson High School and first black varsity head football coach at Northside ISD.
That meant a lot, and as I got older, that you pioneered that, and maybe gave some inspiration to others.
Inspiring others is what Coach Hemp aspires to do. After decades in the coaching and teaching game, he wanted to have an impact in Uvalde.
I fell in love with the community. It's a great place to be. It really is. And it's going to take some time, and it's never going to be the same, but it's going to be better.
And you can watch Coach Hemphill do the honorary coin toss before his alma mater, Jefferson, takes on Uvalde right here at the Alamo Dome at 3:30 p.m. for the second annual KSAT Pigskin Classic. RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, RJ. Again, Uvalde Jefferson will be the second game Saturday over at the Dome. You can see the full schedule on your screen. All the action kicks off tomorrow night. If you still need your tickets, take out your phone and scan this QR code. It'll take you directly to our website where you can do just that.
And if you can't make it out to the games, you can watch them all live right here on KSAT 12. However, that does mean some ABC programs will not be shown at their scheduled times. So for a look at all the programming changes, you can head over to KSAT.com and check out our web story.
Justin is back with a look at our Thursday forecast.
Man, I'm so excited about football. Have I mentioned that yet?
Yeah.
We got some games tonight. We got some games tomorrow night. We got some college games showing up Saturday, so it's all good. It's going to be a little toasty, though, for the Friday night football games, Thursday night football games. Thankfully, we'll be in the Dome for the KSAT Pigskin Classics. A little cooler there. We start with the tropics, though, and here's what's going on out there. You'll notice we've got a few blobs out in the Atlantic Ocean that we are tracking. And this is a satellite picture, so where you see some of these darker maroon colors, that's where we've got what we call deeper convection or more thunderstorm activity. And the more thunderstorm activity you have, usually the healthier the tropical wave or tropical system. So that's Franklin, by the way, and that's a new wave that we are watching. It has about a 40% chance of development, according to the Hurricane Center. Another wave up here, 70% chance. All of these, though, likely stay out over the open Atlantic, including Franklin. So we're not going to worry too much about it. But we are tracking one system here that's actually in the Pacific, believe it or not. It's going to cross over Central America and try to move north towards the Gulf. Normally, this would raise some red flags for us. Hey, we got to watch this. But most of the models keep this south. As it moves into the Gulf, it's kind of deflected back out into the Caribbean and weekends. So I don't think this is going to be a big problem, although we also have a couple models that want to try to take it up towards Florida. It does bear some watching, but I just don't think it makes it here to Texas or affects us in any way. So that's the latest in the tropics. Meantime, the aquifer, well, it went up 0.3 of a foot today. And overall, since we got our rainfall, it's gone up 1.6 feet. Not bad, not great, but not bad. We're at 628.3. This is a decent improvement. I would have liked to seen it gone up even more, but it just didn't. And here is the aquifer since January 1st. So you can see it's had some ups and downs here. Jumped up quite a bit, still below average, but jumped up when we got into May and June because we had some good rain, and then over the summer it just plummeted. We've jumped up just a hair with this recent rainfall, but we are still well below average and still not in a good spot when it comes to the aquifer. We need a lot more rain to boost these numbers, and we're still in stage 2 watering restrictions. Keep in mind for SAWS customers. 81 at the airport, 82 Stinson, 82 over at Randolph. Not much cloud cover here over San Antonio, but you go west and you will run into some clouds. Partly cloudy, Uvalde, Del Rio, Eagle Pass. Temperatures there in the upper 70s, low 80s. 83 Pleasanton, 83 Kennedy. Partly cloudy in Gonzales, 85 there. And around San Antonio, we're at 82 in Helotes, 82 right now in Bulverde. The forecast heat index today, so air temperatures are going to be around 101, but the forecast heat index is going to be up close to 103. So we'll tack on a few degrees for that feels like number. And the further east you go, the higher these numbers go because the humidity will be thicker. So Gonzales, Cuero, Kennedy, this is where we get into sort of the danger zone with the heat index as high as it is, 105 plus there. You go west of San Antonio, heat index not quite as bad because obviously dew points and humidity will be a little bit lower. Our forecast shows that we'll get a few clouds this afternoon. I don't think we get much in the way of rain. There could be a couple of showers across East Texas, but I want to take you into tomorrow. This is 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. We may start to see a few isolated showers and storms pop up. Just a weak little disturbance rolling through. And so with Friday Night Football going on, something that needs to be watched, but I don't think it'll be terribly widespread or that big of a deal. Meantime, long term, our high pressure scoots out to the west, and this opens the door for a weak frontal boundary to drop south Monday. We could see some showers and storms across central Texas, and then Tuesday, as it moves a little closer to San Antonio, I think our rain chances come up. Right now, 30% chance, but if things are looking the way they are tomorrow and next couple of days, I think we'll be able to raise these rain chances ever so slightly. A lot of triple digits, at least through Monday. Monday could be one of our hottest days, and then hopefully that front cools us down just a hair, not a lot, but into the upper 90s. We'll take it, especially if it brings some rain.
Yes, and we won't technically be in the triple digits at that time, so we'll take that as well.
No, but we will have set the record for the most triple digits in a year at that point.
Yay, first place. Woohoo.
This is like watching Wimbledon back and forth. Back and forth.
Positive, negative, positive, negative.
9:51, 84 degrees.
We'll be right back.
ABC News had a crew in Uvalde for a year after the Robb Elementary School shooting, covering different stories as the small town tried to heal. That meant several journalists had to spend a lot of time away from their families.
And tomorrow on GMSA at 9, we're going to share a story our sports producer put together showing how Uvalde's head football coach, Wade Miller, opened his doors to the news crew during Thanksgiving last year and how special it was for them.
All right, right now we're in the mid-80s. We'll make it up to around 101 today, so some triple digits likely. We're going to see that all the way through Monday. So a lot of heat over the weekend, just some small chances for some stray afternoon storms. I think it's Tuesday is the day we want to watch because we will get a weak frontal boundary in here, and that should enhance our rain chances a little bit and cool us down.
You guys ready for football?
Yes.
Tonight's the night. Things kick off here in South Texas. All right, so here's a handful of the games. Highlands versus Austin Crockett, 8 p.m. at the Dome. Churchill versus Stevens, 7 o'clock, Gus Stadium. And the Young Men's Leadership Academy, better known as YMLA, versus Sam Houston, 7 o'clock over at Alamo Stadium. The stadium lights are going to be on later today.
It's going to be busy, and I know Friday and then Friday night football, but day after today will be pretty busy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, sunset's not till after 8. It's going to be awful hot. Have plenty of water with you if you're going to those outdoor games.
Yes.
All hands on deck here at KSAT for the KSAT Pigskin Classic, and we can't wait.
Yeah, we can. See you tomorrow.